Everyone sees your potential, but they talk about it like it's a gift you should be grateful for. They hold it up like a lantern, but for me, it feels more like a spotlight. One that's so bright I can't even see where my own feet are landing. They say things like, "You're gonna do great," or "Wait until you really step into it." As if the person I am, standing right in front of them, is just a rough draft, a placeholder for the real me that hasn't arrived yet. They treat my life like a movie trailer, always promising that the best parts are coming soon, while I'm stuck here in the present, feeling like I'm already failing a test I never signed up to take. Potential isn't a gift, it's a promise you didn't ask to make. It's an invisible debt that starts accruing interest the moment someone decides you're special. From that point on, you aren't just living your life, you're carrying a future version of yourself everywhere you go. You enter a room and you aren't just you, you're the person you're supposed to be. You're being measured against a ghost, or a polished, unstoppable phantom that never makes mistakes, never gets tired, and never feels like a fraud. Because that ghost is so perfect. The real you, the one that fumbles, the one who is exhausted, the one who just wants to sit still for a second, always feels like a disappointment. It's a specific kind of exhaustion that nobody warns you about. It's the knot in your stomach when you hesitate, the split second where you wonder if this is the moment the illusion finally shatters. Every time I achieve something, the bar doesn't just stay there, it moves higher. The reward for doing well is simply the expectation that I'll do even better next time. It creates this quiet, constant panic that one wrong move, one bad day, or one lapse in judgment will prove everyone wrong. I live in fear that they'll all wake up and realize the potential they say was just a trick of the light, and that there's nothing underneath but someone who is desperately trying to keep their head above water. They don't see the pressure. They don't see the way my heart tightens when somebody tells me how much they believe in me. To them, it's a compliment, a vote of confidence. To me, it feels like another brick being added to a wall that eventually is going to fall on top of me. Because when you're that person, failure isn't just a personal setback, it's a betrayal. It, it feels like you're letting everyone down, your parents, your mentors, your friends, and most of all, you're letting down that version of yourself that they've all decided is the only one worth rooting for. I never signed up to be a rival to a version of myself that doesn't even exist. I never asked to be the protagonist in a story someone else wrote for me. I just want to breathe. I want to exist in a space where enough isn't a moving target. I want to be able to fail without it feeling like I've broken a sacred contract with the future. But the echo of what if is so loud it drowns out everything else. It tells me that if I'm not constantly ascending, I'm falling. It it tells me that if I'm not becoming that phantom, I'm wasting the one thing everything is so sure I have. How do I tell people that you're terrified of the very things they admire in you? How do you explain that their faith in your future feels like a death sentence for your present? I spend so much time chasing that ghost, trying to fit into the skin of the person they see, and I don't even know who I am when I'm alone. I'm a collection of expectations held together by the fear of being average. And God, some days average sounds like heaven. It sounds like a place where I could just be without the weight of what I could be hanging over my head like a guillotine. I didn't choose this race. I was placed on the track and told to run before I even knew where the finish line was. And the worst part is, the faster I run, the further away the ghost seems to get. It's a pursuit with no end, a game where the only way to win is to stop playing. But stopping feels like dying. So I keep going. I keep smiling when they talk about my bright future while secretly praying for a night dark enough to hide in. I just want to be the person I am right now, flaws and all, without feeling like I'm a crime against my own possibilities. I just want to be human, not a headline for a story that hasn't happened yet.